What's up, guys? Nick Brucker here, Team Fueled and Fearless represent, doing a little unofficial video in my car because I felt compelled to talk to you guys. But first I want to ask you a question. Do you ever find yourself challenged or struggling with what to say to somebody, or even just to say something about your network marketing business because you're afraid of what they're going to say back? You're afraid of what or how they're going to perceive you, what they're going to think of you, what they're going to think of, when you say network marketing. If they're going to say, oh, it's one of those things, oh, it's a pyramid, oh, nobody makes any money in those. Is that you? Because if that's you, I want to talk to just you for a moment. Because when we applied a simple principle that I'm going to talk to you guys about, our business started to explode. It started to really help the naysayers build belief in what we had, and many of those people actually jumped on board with this. And I want to talk to you about what we did and how we actually did it. You see, we're not exactly where we want to be yet. However, we are growing faster than ever because of how we posture ourselves, this industry, and our company. We call this posturization. And if you don't know what posture is, first of all, posture is your belief. It's an unshakable belief of what you have and what you have to offer, and nobody can sway your belief that something works, that something is something that somebody needs to know about. Take for instance a silly example. Let's just say electricity. Somebody came to you, and said electricity is a scam. What would you say back to that person? I don't think that you would probably say, yeah, you're probably right, I should probably look into it. Oh my gosh, I've been duped all these years. My goodness, I can't believe it. No, you'd probably be like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. The ceiling fan works. This lamp right here works. This is good. This has worked for me for years. This is something that everybody needs to know about. And so, again, silly example, but that's a belief, because two things have happened. You've built your belief in the service or the product of what you have to offer, right? We know the value of electricity and what it can do for us. But you also have to build your belief in the industry. You also have to build your belief around network marketing. You can't be swayed when somebody says, oh, network marketing is a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. Oh, it's one of those things. Oh, only the people at the top make all the money. Because if your belief is in them and what they're going to say back to you, you're going to lose every single time. So what you need to do is two things in order to build your posture. Number one, you have to build your belief in what you are offering. So if it's health and wellness products like us, you have to learn more maybe about the science. You have to maybe learn more about people's transformations. Listen to their stories, because we all know, well, most of us know in network marketing that facts tell, but stories sell. So if you can learn stories, that is going to sell you probably much more, unless you're more of a factual, analytical type person, than the science ever will. Just listening to people's stories and how their life has transformed. You have to build your belief in what you're offering people. Number two is you definitely have to build your belief in the industry as a whole, not just your company. This has little to do with your belief in yourself, even though that is a small part. But if you have belief in what you have and what you're part of and what you have to offer to the rest of the world, who you're going to become in the process is going to be second nature. It's just going to come as long as you step up to the plate and you act on it. Let me give you another example. If you found a gold mine in your backyard and you were like, oh my gosh, there's $200,000 worth of gold in my backyard right now. Let me ask you this. If you needed help digging it out, would you need a script? Would you need a system? Would you need a step-by-step guide in order to help you, or in order to really just help you share this with other people? Probably not. You probably would just go to the next person all out of breath and say, dude, you gotta come look at this. I have a gold mine in my backyard. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my gosh, there's so much money to be made in this. I have a shovel. I have an extra shovel. Will you take the shovel? Will you help me dig? Right there. You don't have to learn the skills. You don't have to, have that necessary step-by-step script. You just have to have overall excitement, enthusiasm, and passion for what you do and what you are a part of and what you have to offer. And the words and everything else should come second nature. Because if you don't have that posture, if you don't have that excitement in your voice, then nobody's going to listen to you, regardless of how good the script ever is. Because 80% of what we say is not what we say at all. It's how we say it. So if I'm talking to you and I'm saying, hey, we got the greatest health and wellness products in the world. They're backed by science. You should totally check out this business. It's really transformed my life, it's transformed my wife's life. We have much more freedom now with our time and our finances and our physicality. Yeah, you should check it out. Would you believe me? Probably not, right? You have to go to people with this excitement, with this overwhelming electric personality that is like, wow. They don't want, they're going to feel FOMO just by talking to you and having your excitement, pretty much just leak onto them. That's what you want. You want people to be like, oh my gosh, what's got Nick so excited, right? This is something, oh my gosh, I haven't seen him like this before. Okay, this is probably something I should maybe take a look at the very least. And that brings me to my other point as well too. If you are lacking posture, you're most likely trying to close this person and close the sale versus just seeing if the person is open to another opportunity to make some extra income. So what I mean by that is if you are talking to somebody and you're brand new, your next step is not to close them and to typically get them started. It's to connect them with your upline, connect them with the person who enrolled you, connect them with somebody on your team that has been doing this for, longer than you and has had some success with it, so that they can edify the industry, they can edify that this works. And at the same time too, with that third-party validation, it takes the pressure off of you to feel like you have to close them. Now this person is simply just edifying it, and that typically takes all the hard work out. You don't really have to worry about closing people. And it is good to know, some simple dialogue when it comes to handling objections, and stuff like that. And I'll make another video on that. But if your posture is lacking, you're probably so much more concerned about yourself and what they think of you and what this is going to do to you or for you if they sign up. Then you're much more attached to the outcome. The point of posture is to be unattached. You want to be unattached to whether they do this or not, whether or not they say this is a scam, whether or not they say that, hey, this is not something that I want to do or be part of, but I wish you the best of luck. It can't sway you at all because you know for a fact that you have gold sitting in your backyard and you are simply just asking somebody, hey, I have an extra shovel. Will you help me dig? So I hope that helps you guys when it comes to posture. Again, just a little recap. Don't focus so much on the outcome. Focus on serving this person and just seeing if they're open to another opportunity to make some extra income. And also, you want to make sure that you are building your belief in the industry, in the company that you're with. Obviously with us, it's Isagenix. You want to build your belief through podcasts, through our morning team calls, Monday through Friday, our Zoom calls that happen Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Anything that you can get your paws on and your ears on and your eyes on, listen to it, read it, see other people's stories, because that's what it took for us. And at the same time too, you want to make sure you get to events. That is a critical part of developing posture, unshakable belief of what you have and what you have to offer for the rest of the world. You're simply handing them a shovel. And if they don't take your shovel, next. I'll see you guys later.